So today, y'all, we're talking about something that everybody needs. Everybody. I don't care what season you're in. Everybody needs wisdom. And I don't know about y'all, but as a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, right? As being in ministry, as someone who's in leadership roles in so many different capacities, y'all, I need God to give me wisdom. So many impactful decisions we make on a day-to-day basis. I need wisdom. I can't get what I need from ChatGPT. I can't get what I need from a book. Yeah, all that's good. My coaches, my mentors, the books, the resources online, it's good. But I need God to give me wisdom to do the things that He has called me to do. So if you want to not just have knowledge, but to be able to apply that, that's what wisdom is, y'all. Wisdom is the application of what you know. I can take what I know, I can take truth. Truth is the word, y'all. I can take truth and I can apply it to everyday situations, to everyday circumstances. That is wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to apply the knowledge that you have. That's what I want. Y'all, that's what I need. And our first step, y'all, in getting that wisdom is going to God, asking God. Because, y'all, when we go to God and we ask for wisdom, we are acknowledging what we're saying is we are acknowledging that God is the one. That's our acknowledgement that God is the one that gives wisdom. So when God sees me, when God hears me go to Him, God is like, Kira's coming to me asking for wisdom, which tells me that my daughter has an awareness. She is verbally acknowledging that I am the one who gives wisdom. Y'all, we're showing God is able to see from our posture, from us opening up our mouth, that we know and we believe that He is the one who will give us wisdom. So mentors are good, coaches are good, Google is good, Chat GPT is good. But when we go to God and we ask God for wisdom to talk to our children, when we say, God, I need you to help me, show me how to support my child through whatever this situation is they're going through. Show me, let me know the best way to talk to my spouse, right? I need to talk to my spouse about something. Lord, give me wisdom so that I know when to bring it up, the right words to say, so that I say it and I'm walking in love, right? I have a decision to make in my career, in my business, in my ministry. God, give me wisdom to do the things that you have called me to do, and to do them in a way that's going to honor you and bring you glory. We're acknowledging that when we go to God and we ask for wisdom. We're acknowledging that you're the one who's going to give that to me. That is going to come through you, not through Google, not through chat, not through AI, but the wisdom that I need is going to come through you. It's going to come from God. For those of you who may not be able to read it right now, let me read it to you briefly. James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. Now, 6 is getting into number 2, but 6 is, but when he asks, he must believe and not doubt, because he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That man should not think he will receive anything from the Lord. He is unstable. That man is unstable in all his ways. So the first step, y'all, James 1 and 5, is to ask God. If you lack wisdom, the first step is asking God. If any of you lack wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously without finding fault, and it will be given to him. You go to God and you seek the wisdom that you need to deal with this situation, and he will give it to you. So number 1 was, we got to ask God. We can't just wake up in the morning, do our little morning routine and go to work and be stressed about the decisions that we have to make where we don't know what to do. We got to open up our mouth and we got to ask God to give us wisdom. Number two, y'all, the second thing it says here, but when he asks, he must believe and not doubt. Because he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That man should not think that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double minded man and he is unstable in all his ways. Y'all, what sticks out to me is all. That's strong. Y'all, it said all. He is unstable in all his ways. So I know you think that, oh, I'm stable at work. I got some stability at work. I'm just a little unstable at home. I got stability here on my job. I just have a little instability in my marriage. I got stability here at work. I just got a little instability in my relationship with my children, right? I just got a little, I'm stable emotionally. I just got a little instability spiritually or vice versa. No, no. It says a double-minded man is unstable in everything he does. What does that mean, y'all? God is saying when you come to me and you ask for wisdom, you can't have one foot in and one foot out. You can't say, God, I know that you're the one who can give me this wisdom. And at the same time, in your mind and in your heart, say, I don't think God can do this. I don't think God is going to do it. When you go to him, you got to go to him with the belief that I know you can. That's what we're saying. We're saying, God, I need wisdom to deal with this situation. And I know you can, and I know you will. I know you can, and I know you will. I am believing, and I am not doubting that you can and you will give me wisdom in this situation to make what? Not the perfect decision. I'm not trying to make the perfect decision. I'm asking that God give me wisdom to make the best decision possible with the information that I have available, right? And if that means God has to reveal some things to me to make a better decision, then that's what he'll do. If it means God has to bring somebody in my life to help me make a better decision, that's what he'll do. If it means that God just has to deal with my mind and my heart to give me the confidence and to give me the posture that I need to make the decision, right? And to stand on that, right? No matter what the consequences, no matter what the results, to make the decision and stand on that, to walk confidently in that, knowing that I went to God, I prayed, I did what I could do, and I made the best decision that I could with the information that I had available at that time. Yes, we're going to go to our mentor. Yes, we're going to go to our coach. Yes, we're going to go to people who we trust, right? We're going to go to people that we see have fruit. Let's not forget that. We want to see fruit in their life, right? We're going to go to these people that we trust. We trust what they say. But at the end of the day, our obedience, we have to walk in obedience to God. So we're going to do what God tells us to do. But when we ask for wisdom, y'all, we have to believe and not doubt. Because if we doubt, we're unstable. We believe and we don't doubt. God is saying, I'm going to give you what you ask for. You ask me for wisdom and I'm going to give it to you. But here's the thing, y'all. We don't know. You're not going to instantly feel when we go to God and we ask for wisdom. We're not going to just boom. Oh, I feel wise. I feel so wise. I feel so full of wisdom. No, just because you go to God and you're asking for wisdom and you're believing and not doubting doesn't mean we're going to walk away or even walk into the decision feeling as though we're full of wisdom, feeling as though we have the wisdom that we need to make the decision. But God is saying, if you trust me, right? If you come to me and you ask for wisdom to make the decision and you believe and you don't doubt, y'all, we are trusting that we have the wisdom that we need. It may not feel the way you want it to feel, right? You may not be as confident as you want to feel, but we're trusting that we have the wisdom that we need to make the best decision possible. The best decision possible. But no, what we want is we want to feel so good. We want to feel so good before we make the decision. And we want to feel so good afterwards. But anybody who's been in any sort of leadership role, or like I said, even if you're just leading in your home, you have children, you have a spouse, you're just leading yourself. You know it don't work like that. You know it don't work like that. We have so many decisions we have to make every day, and you're not going to always feel like, oh, I had everything I needed to make that decision. No. But God is calling us to use wisdom. He's calling us to use wisdom. Will God give us a word? Yes. God will give us a word sometimes for the actual circumstance that we need. And sometimes he won't. Sometimes he won't. Sometimes you want God to give you a word. You want God to give you an exact answer, a concrete answer, and he won't. But you have to ask God for the wisdom that you need to make that decision. And then, right, once we've believed and we don't doubt, we believe he's going to give it to us. You have to make that decision. You have to do what needs to be done, trusting and believing that God gave it to you, that God gave you the wisdom that you needed to make that decision. So God is saying, come to me submitted. Don't come to me halfway. Don't come to me half stepping. Don't come to me with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. No, come to me when you ask me for wisdom. If you lack wisdom, ask me for wisdom. But when you ask me, when you ask me now, do not doubt. I need you to believe and not doubt, and trust that no matter how you feel in the moment, trust that I'm going to give you the wisdom that you need. It may not feel like you want it to feel, but trust that I'm going to give you the wisdom that you need. And I don't know about y'all, but as a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, right? As being in ministry, as someone who's in leadership roles in so many different capacities, y'all, I need God to give me wisdom. So many impactful decisions we make on a day-to-day basis. I need wisdom. I can't get what I need from ChatGPT. I can't get what I need from a book. Yeah, all that's good. My coaches, my mentors, the books, the resources online, it's good. But I need God to give me wisdom to do the things that he has called me to do. So if you want to not just have knowledge, but to be able to apply that, that's what wisdom is, y'all. Wisdom is the application of what you know. You can know a whole bunch of stuff. But if you want to be in a position where I don't just know a lot, but I can apply a lot. I can take what I know. I can take truth. Truth is the word, y'all. I can take truth and I can apply it to everyday situations, to everyday circumstances. That is wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to apply the knowledge that you have. That's what I want. Y'all, that's what I need. And our first step, y'all, in getting that wisdom is going to God, asking God. We got to seek God for the wisdom that we need. And number two, y'all, we cannot doubt. We can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. We have to believe that he can and he will give it to us. All right. That's it, y'all. I pray God give you wisdom. I pray he give you wisdom in your family. I pray God give you wisdom on your job. I pray God give you wisdom in your business, in your ministry. I pray God give you the wisdom that you need to do what he has called you to do. All right. That's it, y'all. Bye.